actually very common for teens to feel overwhelmed or to feel anxious from time to time. I think as adults, we also feel that way. But especially during adolescence, when, remember, they're navigating major emotional, social, and physical changes. A certain level of stress or anxiety is expected. It's even normal, and sometimes can actually even be motivating. It's not always something negative to have some anxiety. However, sometimes those feelings might become more intense or persistent, and if they start to interfere with a teen's daily functioning, say their sleep patterns are changing, their schoolwork is not the same that it was previously, their relationships are changing, or we've noticed something different in their self-esteem, that's when we need to pay a little closer attention.
Having a child is like having your heart on the outside of your body, and there's few things that are more painful than to see our child in distress when they're anxious about something that we think shouldn't be bothering them as much. So there are 3 things you can do in this scenario to really help your child get to the next level. The first thing is show up. Show up. We can lend our sense of safety. We can lend our confidence that they're going to get through it just by showing up. And if you're saying in your own head, this too shall pass, this child's going to be okay, you will communicate through your body and their brain will begin to settle. The second thing is they have to learn to listen to their body. What is anxiety? It's about our hormones raging out of control in a way that's saying there's a tiger about to chase me. How do you get your mind to settle? You run from the tiger. So before you can think, it's really helpful to know that we should exercise, we should run, we should work out those hormones. Now, we've borrowed someone's calm. We've used up our hormones that say run. Now we can think. The question is, how do we think? When we're most anxious, our thoughts are spinning out of control. And we're worried about things that aren't really happening. We are creating a reality in our own mind. And that reality is often far worse than what's really happening. So how do we get back to calm? We catch our thoughts, right? So when we're beginning to spin out of control, each of us has our own internal language, but it often begins with words like, I better, I should, if I don't, or if this happens, then that'll happen, and then this'll happen. How do we prevent it from getting here? Stop it right here. Catch your thought. Are you saying I should, I better, I don't? Are you creating something that's not reality-based? You catch it, you take a breath, and you go, whoa, my mind was getting away from me. Let me deal with what's really happening.
So when we come up to very real challenges in life, where they really are anxious, there's upset, there's a real strong emotion. In order for us to reset ourselves and our children, is to understand there's something much greater than that obstacle. There's something much greater than that upset that came from the outside and affected us. We have something on the inside. And from a religious perspective, the Torah gives us a methodology and a technology, how you dial into that soul, how you dial into that neshama. And the more a child, and of course we're talking to myself as much as to my child, we can dial into that and use that technology, use that guidance to tap into our neshama, then we're able to recover that much quicker from the human experience of upset, of anxiousness, of anxiety.
I think the key is not to panic. We should stay present. We need to be observant. We need to be open to conversation. And if we can create safe, non-judgmental spaces for teens to express themselves, then I think we will be much better prepared to catch signs early and offer, that support that they might need, whether that's a listening ear, coping strategies, or even offering to get professional help with them, for them. I think it's important for our kids to remember God doesn't expect perfection. He expects growth. And when we respond to a teen's anxiety not as a flaw, but as part of their journey in this world, then we help them build that resilience that's grounded in faith, or emunah, and in their unique purpose and mission. And of course, in that knowledge that they are not alone.